Alright, so what we're working on here today is I've got a Lisle creeper. Alright, so there's the name on it right there. Lisle creeper. And it's got the type of holes that don't go all the way through. See? And it just has those little pins in there. So there's a couple of wheels on this that have been damaged, so I'm going to fix it. Alright, so I ordered these cheap wheels off of eBay for like 10 bucks or something for 4 of them. And the problem with these is that it has a screw on here. Looks like this. It has like a little through hole that screws it down. So I don't want to drill a hole in my creeper or do that. So what I did is I cut that little guy off. And that's what the wheel looks like, the type of end. But I cut that little thing off and I drilled out the pin for the original wheel, because the original wheels look like this. They're just blown, okay? And I drilled out that little pin, okay? Knocked the pin out of there. Here's the pin for the new wheel. Drilled it out, knocked it out. This is it. And what I was going to do is I was going to weld this little guy on here like this. The problem is this wheel is a little bit bigger around. I think it's a 2.5 inch. So it won't fit on the original wheel's carriage. So I'm going to realign this thing so that the wheel will fit and it doesn't have excessive rise on the creeper and cause problems. Now this is okay for replacing 2 on the ends. So I moved around the casters so that these 2 casters will be on the end where my feet are, and it matters the least. If you're going to do all of them, then that's fine, you can do all of them. But I'm just going to do 2. If I get 2 more blowouts, well, I'll just have to do 2 more and do the rest of them at the same time, because then it won't work properly, the creeper won't roll properly. So anyway, let me get this welded on there and then we can have a look. Here we are, we're drilling this out. That's the second one. I've got the first one lined up and I marked it with a Sharpie. Okay, so it can do what I want it to sit in the right place, because I don't want to lower the hole, make the hole farther away from the base of the caster, because that'll raise it up too much. I mean, I'm already forced with a 1/2 inch of it being a little bit bigger around than the original ones. I guess the original ones were 2 inch. So I'm trying to compensate for that a little bit. We'll see how it works. Alright, so I got these little guys welded on there. Had to clearance it a little bit here at the top to miss that. But I used it and it works good enough. It's very close to the edge. And I would think that if I tried to use it on some of these other holes, these other places that are already close, that it'll probably not work. I'll have to either get a same size wheel or something else. But on this very back end of the creeper, it seems like it works good enough. This one here, I clearanced it a little bit because it was just barely too close, and when you lay it on the ground, you know it's going to rub, so I've grinded it down a little bit. You know, this works good enough for me. May not be for somebody else, but it's raining and I like to fix stuff like this, so it's all good, right?